This is the Barbados Today afternoon news for Friday, January 12. Thank you for joining us. I am Mary-Claire Williams. We begin with news that the United Progressive Party has asked independent MP Dr Maria Agard to join its ranks ahead of the next general elections. UPP leader Lynette Eastman made the announcement at a news conference this morning to update the media on its manifesto. The news conference was held at Dr Agard's office. Eastman says they are now awaiting her response. She also announced that a UPP government would scrap the existing requirements for the Auditor General to report its findings to Parliament. The party instead favors putting measures in place to allow for submissions of the findings to a judicial officer so that action can be taken against any wrongdoing in the handling of government money. Veteran psychiatrist Dr Ermine Belle is calling for teachers to be trained to spot early signs of troubled children in order to reduce cases of violence in schools. The retired psychiatrist further pointed out that it is unfair to blame the issues on a lack of mental health professionals at schools. She was speaking on the sidelines of the Ministry of Social Care's health extravaganza held at the Lloyderskin Sandiford Centre this morning.
I am going to say it very clearly. Barbados is a very fortunate country. We have at least, and I really think I've counted them on my fingers twice, we have 20 psychiatrists in this country. There are a lot of countries in the world that have none. There are a lot of Caribbean islands that have none. We are fortunate. We have psychologists, we have guidance counselors, we have a myriad of persons, a large cadre of persons that can use with our population. It is how you use the resources that you have. That's my number one problem. The second thing is that you can have all of these resources. If you don't have people coming forward for help, then they can't get help. And you also have to have the teachers knowing the signs of a problem. When you see a child come to school, put their head down on the desk at 10 o'clock in the morning, something's wrong. It means that probably they're having too much to do at home before they come, or that school is a problem, or that whatever happened at home before is a problem. So I think that we really need to understand that the teachers, if you're talking about the school situation, teachers need to understand.
Local businesses are being told to prepare for new data protection regulations that will affect trade with the European Union. The EU Parliament approved the General Data Protection Regulation in April 2016, but trading partners have been given until May this year to become compliant. The regulations are designed to protect the data privacy of the EU and its citizens. But with 4 months to go before they are implemented, Regional Trade Law Advisor is concerned that Barbados and the rest of the Caribbean are not prepared and could face stiff penalties. The president of the Barbados Investors and Policyholders Alliance, June Fowler, is welcoming the successful transfer of the policies from the collapsed insurance company CLICO to the newly formed Resolution Life. Fowler told Barbados Today the move signals a new dawn for thousands of former policyholders. The formation of the new company ends a more than 7-year wait by policyholders and investors following CLICO's collapse in 2009. They are due to begin receiving correspondence from Res Life over the next couple of weeks about their pending policies and payments. Fowler says they can now look forward to reimbursement before February 28.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Thank you for staying with us. We're back with news from the region. And there are reports of a shortage of some essential drugs at Guyana's public hospitals. And healthcare providers have reportedly been grappling with the problem for the past 2 years. We get the details in this report from HGP Nightly News.
Now it's almost mid-January 2018 and the situation of medicinal drug shortages continues across the country, with Region 2 recently complaining about this problem at the Suddy and Oscar Joseph hospitals in Region 2. Simple injections that are used in the operating theatre for major operations are lacking, and when there are shortages at these two main hospitals along the Essequibo coast, a domino effect occurs, causing health centers in Region 2, especially in the riverine areas, to suffer. Public Health Minister Valda Lawrence, during her Budget 2018 presentation, had stated that all citizens should have access to public health services, in keeping with the government's aim of ensuring that everyone benefits from a good life.
That the APNU-AFC coalition government is intent on continuing the development of a comprehensive plan of action for the health sector that will encompass a participatory approach and in so doing transform the life of all the citizens.
But, according to PPP Region 2 Regional Democratic Councillor Arnold Adams, the lack of essential medication for his region means that many patients are forced to dig deep into their pockets to purchase these items from private sources. Some of these patients cannot afford to do so or keep doing this, and therefore Mr. Adams is imploring that the government correct this situation urgently.
On the international scene, U.S. President Donald Trump today denied using vulgar language to describe immigrants from Haiti and African countries. Trump denounced a deal reached by a group of 6 Republican and Democratic senators as too weak, but he insists that he did not use the offensive term to describe the immigrants. We get more in this report from Reuters.
Harsh words from the American president sparking outrage across the globe. At issue, reports that during a meeting at the White House Thursday on immigration, Donald Trump asked, quote, "Why do we want all these people from Africa here? They're shithole countries. We should have more people from Norway." A source says he then went on to question the need for Haitians in the U.S. This after lawmakers were apparently describing temporary protected status programs that give safe haven to people from countries hit by civil conflict or natural disasters. The United Nations Human Rights Office on Friday slammed Trump's comments as racist.
These are shocking and shameful comments from the President of the United States. I'm sorry, but there's no other word one can use but racist. You cannot dismiss entire countries and continents as shitholes whose entire populations, who are not white, are therefore not welcome.
Residents in Nairobi were insulted.
I am honestly so shocked. Shit countries, like, has he ever been to this country to call it a shit country? Seriously, has he seen the achievements that Africans have done in his country?
Lawmakers, mostly Democrats, slammed the president after his remarks. But Republican Congresswoman Mia Love, a daughter of Haitian immigrants, said the comments were, quote, "unkind, divisive, elitist, and fly in the face of our nation's values." After the White House did not deny the account, on Friday the president issued a sort of denial, non-denial, tweeting, quote, "The language used by me at the DACA meeting was tough, but this was not the language used."
That's news this afternoon. Remember, you can get more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and on Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also find us on Mix 96.9 FM. I am Mary Claire Williams. Good afternoon.